Hey guys, so in this video we're going to be customizing the Valour template. You can grab a copy of it with the link in the description, but basically it's a template made for course creators, community creators, and basically educators that teach something online. It's based on proven conversion funnels that people like Iman Gaji use, like Justin Welsh and many other course creators. So all you have to do is just grab it, change the content, customize it, and simply launch it, and you'll be ready to sell your program. Okay, so once you get the template, this is the screen you will see. If you don't see the screen, then most likely you will need to create a Framer account. But once that's done, simply click copy project, and this will copy the template onto your Framer account. Once it loads up, you should see this screen. Now, just a quick note, if you're a complete beginner with Framer and if you have no idea even how to move around, I would highly suggest for you to watch our Framer basics tutorial. You can find the link to it in the description. There I will walk you through the complete basics. If you've never used the platform before, just give it a watch. You will feel a lot more confident when customizing this website, and then come back to this video and see how you can customize this template specifically. Okay, first up we have the navigation, which has a logo, links, and a CTA button. So to customize it, we need to hover over it and double click it, because this is a component and this is the only way to enter and edit the actual component. Okay, so to change the logo, simply click on it, go to the right side, and next to fill, just click on the image, click choose image, and pick your logo. Okay, so I just picked a random logo on my computer, and as you can see, there are some issues with it. It's showing up very small. So what we have to do is we actually have to set the type to fill. This way it will be a bit larger, and then we can just play around with the settings and kind of adjust the sizing so it actually fits our container. Now you might have to set this to fit or fill, but just experiment with it until you get it to look nicely, and just by doing that, our logo is now changed. For the site links, I wouldn't recommend changing them, but if, for example, in the future you want to add a new page, all you have to do is just click on one of the links and click Ctrl or Command D to duplicate that, double click, change the text, and then here from the top right, if you select the text, you have this link component. Click on it, and then just simply pick the page you want to link to here, and you should be good to go. If you want to remove a link, click on it, and then just click delete on the keyboard. And then for the CTA button, to change the link, you can click on it, and then on the right side, if you scroll down, you will see this button component. We have three properties: text, which is the text here, the link, and whether or not it should open a new tab. So yeah, you can change those to whatever you would like. Okay, now that we're finished with the navigation and with the branding, I'm going to show you how to change the VSL, which is the video sales letter. In this case, it's just the Framer basics tutorial. So all you have to do is with your mouse hover over the purple rectangle, so not this, but this right here. It's kind of to the right side. Click on it, and on the left panel where you have layers, make sure you have selected the YouTube component, and then from here simply paste your YouTube link. Now if you are not using YouTube, let's say you're using Vimeo, you can right click and then just click replace with Framer, and then actually Vimeo is not available here, but simply go to insert, search for Vimeo, drag it in, and then make sure it's right above YouTube. Set it to first lock the width and the height, set it to fill, and then we're going to delete YouTube. In this way, now you can add in your Vimeo link here if you're using Vimeo. Okay, next up we have the client logos. Client logos, we're using a component once again, so to edit it we need to double click, and then if we zoom out you will see our logos right here. Now to add a new logo, you can simply drag and drop it onto the canvas, and I will do that right now. Okay, I just dragged in the Valour template logo just for illustration purposes. I would recommend for you to only drag in SVG or PNG logos that are colored in white. This way they will be clearly visible on the dark background of the template. So once you drag it in, it might be too big or too small. So what we have to do is we have to position it to the left next to all of the other logos. And then holding down Shift, we will put our cursor right here until we see these arrows. And we're going to resize it so it's a similar size to all of the other logos. So just like that. And then we're going to click on the actual primary component. We're going to click on the ticker. So make sure you have selected the ticker from the layer menu, and you should see these three dots. Simply click, hold it down, and connect it to the new logo we just inserted. But we just made a mistake. So first, before we connect it, we have to make sure that this logo is framed. So to frame it, click it, right click, and then just click add frame. And now we're gonna just remove this fill color so it's transparent. And now we're gonna do the same procedure, connect it, and just like that, our logo is now added. And if we preview the actual website, and if we scroll down, you will see it right here next to all of the other logos. Okay, next up, we're gonna be editing this benefits ticker. It's a very similar process to editing the logos. But our elements are here to the left of the canvas. We have three benefits: a guarantee, instant access, and constant updates. But let's say you want to add something else. What you would have to do is select one of the benefits, hold down Option or Alt, drag it to the left to duplicate it. And then here you can double click on the text, change the text, click on the icon, and here you can search for different icons. We're using phosphor icons, so you can go to phosphoricons.com, and here you can explore all of their icons. You can search for icons. For example, let's say we want to use this alien icon, so we would go back, and here on search we'll just search for alien, and as you can see, this added it right here. Now we're gonna align it once again to the other benefits, and we're gonna click on the benefits ticker, three dots, click, hold down, and connect it to the new benefit we just added. And if we preview this, our new benefit will show up right here. So that's how you edit the benefits. If you ever want to remove a benefit, simply click the main layer, make sure you have selected the benefit layer, and then just click delete on your keyboard, and this will remove it. Okay, next up we have the modules. So by default, the Valour template supports 5 modules, and this is to illustrate that if you have an uneven number of modules, the template still can accommodate that. But let's say if you have 4 modules, what you will have to do is simply select the last one, make sure you have selected the module layer, so the main layer that holds the full module, and then just delete it. And just like that, we now have only 4. But one more thing we have to do, as you can see, we have an empty space below it. So on the modules grid, I'll just click height, and we're going to set it to fit content. In this way, it will fit whatever we have in here. But if let's say you have 6 modules and you want to add 2 new modules, simply select one of them and click Command or Control D twice, and this will add the other modules. And then you would have to zoom in, change the content here. So module 5 and 6, change the title, change the description, etc., and you should be good to go. So that's it when it comes to managing the modules. If you face any difficulties, you can always get in touch with us. Next up, we have the testimonials. Testimonials are using the slideshow component. So this slideshow component allows the user to either wait for the template to automatically change the testimonial, or they could go back, they could drag and see all of the testimonials that you have. So this works again similarly to the client logos and the benefit sliders, but it's a bit different. But the process of adding and removing things is exactly the same. If you want to add a new testimonial, click on the main layers here, so on the testimonial, and then hold down Option or Alt, drag it to the left to duplicate it, then zoom in, edit the title, the description, the picture, the name. And then once you're done, simply click on the slideshow, 3 dots, click, hold down, and connect it to our new testimonial. And just like that, we have added a 4th testimonial, as you can see by the dots below. Then about section, this is pretty simple. If you don't know how to change images, watch our Framer Basics tutorial and there you will see how to do that. But basically you can change the image, you can change the info, you can change the social media. Here you could search, for example, if you don't have a YouTube but you have Facebook, you can search for that and add in the link here. So that's how you edit the social medias. If you want to add more links, simply select one of them and click Ctrl or Command D. And then here you can search for YouTube or whatever else and put your link right here. Next up, we have the pricing. The pricing, it's a bit of a complicated component, but as I mentioned, it's a component, so we have to double click. And if we zoom out, you will see all of the elements we have here. So first we have monthly primary and mobile monthly, and to the right we have yearly and mobile yearly. Now, if you make any changes here, for example, let's say this price is $19 per month. As you can see, it immediately reflects on the mobile monthly. If you do that for the Pro, you see that immediately reflects. But I would advise you to always double check. For example, if we change the feature, just check if it's changed on the mobile version as well. Currently, it changes it on the yearly, so it's pretty simple to edit, but just double check everything when you are editing this component because some elements might not change automatically. And then for the CTAs, simply click on them and then you can change the link here for people to sign up to your course. Okay, next up we have the FAQ. The FAQ is pretty simple to customize. All you have to do is double click it and then here you will see the questions that we have. If you want to edit the questions, click on them, right side, scroll down, and here you'll find the question and answer. So you can change these two values and this will immediately reflect on the question itself. If you ever want to add more questions, just click on one of them and click Command or Control D, and this will automatically duplicate it. If you want to remove a question, click it and then just click Delete on your keyboard, and it's as simple as that. Then we have the CTA section. So here you can just change the text, change the button link, and finally we have the footer, which is a bit more complicated, but it's not too crazy. So here we have 3 social media links: Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. But let's say you want to add Twitter, simply select the social media wrapper here from the layers menu, Control D, and then here we're gonna change this to say Twitter. For the icon, let's just search for Twitter, and this will automatically find it. And then to change the actual link of this social media, click the social media wrapper, click on link, and then just here add your Twitter profile, and it's as simple as that. Then below that we have the site links. So here, for example, let's say you don't have terms and conditions and privacy policy, you can once again select the link wrapper, delete it. Same thing for the privacy policy, delete it, and this way people will not be able to access those pages. And finally, at the end, we have this copyright notice. So all I would do here is simply change the Valour name to your company name, and you should be good to go. And also don't forget to delete the link wrapper for the Remix This template for free, because you don't want people remixing your website. Okay, so this pretty much covers the whole homepage. After the homepage, the only page that I want you to edit is the contact page, where we have an actual contact form. Now you can fully customize this. It might be a bit difficult if you're new to Framer, so you can check out their tutorials on Framer forms. But let's say if you want to add a new field, so let's say you want it to be right after the email, simply select the email wrapper, which is called label, and click Control or Command D. This will add in a new input, and then click on the input layer, and here on the right side, let's make this a phone number, and the name we're gonna call it phone number, obviously. And for the placeholder, we're gonna say enter your phone number, and we're gonna set it to required. And here for the label, we're gonna double click and we're just gonna rename it to phone number. Okay, you can do that same procedure for any other type of fields. If you wanna add in, let's say, a company name, you can click on the input, set it to text, and then make this company name, and placeholder will be company name. So that's it. You can make it not required as well. And to actually connect this form so it sends the responses to your email, all you have to do is select the form and go to the right, click on send to, click on the plus, click email, and then here you can add in your email, and then the subject, you can edit the subject, the body, and then this will send all of the responses to your email. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the contact page. And finally we have the blog. So the blog is actually a CMS managed page, so you cannot add a new blog post by editing on the framework canvas. You would have to go to the CMS, click on the blog, and then here by clicking on the articles you can edit all of the data, so title, URL, date, image, and then the content itself. You can make, you can have headlines. You can make this a heading 3, a heading 2. You can make this, for example, a quote, so just like that. You can bold things. You can make them italic. You can add in links by clicking here. You can add in also videos by clicking this button, and images by clicking that button. So it's pretty flexible, and this is how you manage the blog. Once you're done, just click Ctrl or Command S to save it. If you want to add in a new blog post, click on new item, and then same thing, fill out all of these fields and you should be good to go. If you want to delete a blog post, right click and then just click delete, and that will remove it. So that's how you manage the blogs on the Valour template. Okay, so I think this pretty much covers everything that we have for you with this template. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that it serves you well. If you ever face any difficulties while customizing it, you can always reach us at wisetemplates.com, and we will do our best to help you build your dream website. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.